I am John Devaney. I am the chair of the Government Affairs Committee at the Yakima Chamber. Welcome. We have a great turnout of candidates today, and we have quite a few candidates with us today. So we are going to start right on time, and I need to be timekeeper today to make sure we're respectful of all the time. Moving on to District 6. First we have Maureen Adkison.
Good afternoon. I think I know most of the people in this audience. Maureen Adkison, I'm a transplant. I've lived here now for 36 years. I married a native. I had one daughter who graduated from Eisenhower and Central, a son-in-law who did the same, and now I had two wonderful grandchildren. And I do want to make this a great place, as does everybody else. I'm over 7 years on the council now, and I've had some projects that have been very just awesome. Kathy Coffey and myself and a few others got the Gang Free Initiative started. It was a long haul. People criticized us for it, but we kept at it. It's a success, and other communities that are looking at us to see how we did it. I can tell you, a man from Zilla told me he was mad at me because all our gangs were now in his backyard. And I told him, come on up, we'll teach you how to make this right. I'm also a huge proponent for the plaza. I've been fortunate to live in several places in the United States as well as Europe. And all of the towns, and even big cities, for instance, Boston, they have the public garden and the public garden. It's been there since the Revolutionary War, and it still is. You can go for picnics, you can go skating. There's just lots and lots of things that I think are positive. The other thing is I'm on the partnership committee for the city, and we are developing very close ties, for instance, with Sousa for the soccer fields, which are going to be world class, and the dirt's being dug as I speak. We've got some brilliant things on the horizon. I want to be part of them. The things that we've pushed ahead with in the last 7 years are about to become true, and I want to be there. I'm sorry I'm only going to get 2 years instead of the usual 4. But if there's anybody here in District 6, I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Our next candidate, also for the 6th district, is Adam Yoest.
Good afternoon. A lot of familiar faces in here, some new, so that's good. My name is Adam Yoest. I'm running for City Council candidate for District 6. And I guess the reason why I'm running is because I'm proud of Yakima. I grew up here. I, like Maureen, I'm a transplant. I was born at Fort Campbell because my dad served in the U.S. military, so the running joke is we were trying to have a kid in every state. We didn't succeed. But we moved to Yakima because my father had a teaching degree, and he saw a small, wholesome community in the 1980s that had a good school district where he wanted to raise his children. And we fell in love with Yakima. My family's from back east. If there's not a lot you know about the Northeast, it sleets, and sleet is not fun. We enjoy 300 days of sun. I enjoy summer. Fall is my favorite time of the year because of the fresh fruit coming off the trees. You can't beat it. There's nothing you can beat about Yakima. It's not summer until I float down the Yakima River, and that's the way it'll always be in my heart. Like many of the council members and other people from around the community, I understand there is a stigma about Yakima, and a lot of it's ourselves. We really need to just believe, and we need to be proud of ourselves because we do a lot. I mean, we're the fruit basket of the nation. We grow more hops than anywhere in the world. If you drink a beer tomorrow or tonight, you better be toasting to Yakima because I'm pretty sure the hops came from there. And if you go to Golden, Colorado, they'll tell you. So we need to be proud of that aspect. But what we also need to do is we need to grow and expand our relationships at home together. Because one thing about being able to present that idea that we are proud of being from Yakima is being proud of each other together. And I don't think we do that well. And one of the biggest issues I see is that the council doesn't reach out to the business community enough in my mind. The Plaza project is a great example. They started the right steps. They gathered stakeholder input. They said, hey, this is what we want to do. But then they stopped. and they didn't continue to build that relationship forward. And that's one of the biggest problems I see with our council, is that we get the initial input and then we run with an idea. We don't continuously go back and check. And the reason I don't like the plaza isn't because it's not a good idea. It's gorgeous. It's a great idea. I would love to hang out there on a Sunday afternoon with my wife. The problem I see is it's too much too soon. There's other issues, in my opinion, that we need to target. One thing that I don't know if we're looking at, but perhaps, is when the mill site comes up and ready to go into full production, where is our infrastructure at? Where's our projection to actually facilitate the roads and other pieces that need to go into that? On top of that, the gateway to Yakima, business communities down here in downtown Yakima, getting an east-west corridor out to West Valley, which is where we are actually growing as a municipality. Those are the issues that I want to see that we need to tackle. And if you vote for me, I will be very business-minded, business-focused, and will grow Yakima and saving every penny that I can pinch. Thank you.
Gavin Keefe.
Hi, I'm Gavin Keefe. I'm running for City Council in District 6. I'm a liberty-minded candidate. I believe everybody should live their life the best way they see fit, as long as they don't harm anybody else. I'm socially liberal. I'm physically conservative. I believe that if we get the government out of the way as much as possible, it'll allow the people and our businesses of Yakima to excel. Yakima has a 23% poverty rate. I think that goes hand in hand with our 90% of our businesses that open in the first year fail in the first year. I believe that's unacceptable. We need to make Yakima as business friendly as possible. It sounds a little silly, but if we make Yakima an economic utopia, we'll encourage new business growth, new businesses to come here, and it will rise people out of poverty, because that's what capitalism does. I believe that expensive government projects, like the Plaza project, will hurt our city more than it will help. There's some big safety concerns about the Plaza project that I just witnessed last night. I parked behind Kawichi Canyon, my car got broken into, my briefcase, computer was stolen, including my speech today, so I'm kind of winging it. So, if you like freedom, if you like the American cause, what this country was founded on, a free society, then I'm the candidate to vote for. Thank you very much.